when the diaphragm is in a dome shape, is it contracted or relaxed?
Relaxed.
Very good. It is relaxed. What happens to the dome when it contracts? It flattens down. And what does that do physiologically? What's it doing to the lungs? It's increasing the volume so that air comes in. Again, it's like you can think of it like a syringe. It's like I've got my finger in it, and then as I pull the syringe back, as I flex the diaphragm down, that's going to bring air into the lungs. It all comes down to your nice, everybody remembers this from chemistry. From PV equals nRT, we know that pressure and volume are inversely related, so as volume gets bigger, pressure gets lower. With low pressure, air comes in, because it wants to go to the low pressure system. You don't need to know that, but know that this is relaxed and this is flexed, contracted, and that's what brings air into the diaphragm, into the lungs, not into the neck. And that is from the internal layer of the thorax. Questions? What is the nerve that innervates this muscle? The phrenic nerve. And the phrenic nerve, is it going to come from ventral rami or dorsal rami? Why ventral? That's true. Because this is a body wall muscle, hypaxial muscle. It is not an epaxial muscle. And from what spinal levels does the phrenic nerve arise?
3, 4, 5, 6.
C3, 4, 5.
Keeps the diaphragm alive.
Thank you. That's why sometimes when ENTs do surgery, you might not be able to breathe very well because they might have touched your phrenic nerve. So be careful. Okay, then last we have the subvertebral. We don't really see a subvertebral on the interior side of our vertebra in the thorax very much. Why is that? Does anybody remember? Because when those flex, they essentially flex the vertebral column. And do I get much movement in my thorax? Can you flex your sternum, bend it in half? No, you cannot. So this just kind of starts up near the neck. And what do we call this muscle? The longus colli. So it starts around the first and second rib and goes up your neck. And thus when it flexes, what's it going to do? Flex your neck. Longus colli. Flex neck. Questions with these thoracic body wall muscles? Besides the diaphragm, what will these guys be innervated by? What do we call the nerves that run in between the ribs? The intercostal nerves. Okay, so now you have this, and this question right here could very well be on a test. So now use your applied anatomy to make a list of what muscles are contracting during inhalation and what muscles are contracting during